lives in one day. I'm just starting out, so I might as well practice, get used to this. Even though I know absolutely no one's watching, but yeah, gotta start somewhere. I don't even know if I should make these public, honestly. I might just keep them private, but I'm just trying to practice. Anyways, I still think this intro is kind of cool, though. First of all, we got this beat made by yours truly. And got SL Tropical Instrumental. I don't know why it's clipped that. Well, that's not supposed to happen. Alright, let's pretend that wasn't a thing. Nah, you can't tell me the scene isn't epic. Bro, whoever did that voice, bro. Oof. Spot on. And the way it times with the video as well. And then you have this scene, so you got kind of the two sides of evolution to humanity, if that makes sense. First of all, you got the Big Bang, which is the origin of the universe. Second, you have the jungle, the gathering, the plants, the berries, farming. You got the Mother Nature side of it, right? But on the other side of Mother Nature, you have Father Time. Oh, it's so cringe. Nah, it's the way I said it's cringe, but if I depict it that way in the story, I think it's gonna be less cringe though, because you got, like I said, the sort of feminine aspect of it, which is the berries, the family, and all that. But then you have like the masculine element of human evolution, if that makes sense. Because eventually there had to be some human beings back in our day that was just like, you know what, nah, the trees, that's not gonna work. No, we need to go out there and fucking cause some trouble. Nah, I don't think it was like that at all. I think it was mostly hunger. They see other animals hunt, they see them eating, try out the same. Little by little, step by step. There's already a game that does this. It's called Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey. But they focus on the jungle aspect of it. I don't want to focus on the jungle. I want to focus on the hunting, the kind of the dark side of it, the bloody, you know what I mean? The violence a little bit. I don't know. It might sound crazy a little bit, but it's not crazy. It's not unrealistic. It's not psychopathic. It's just that's just how human beings have evolved, bro. I don't know. I don't know if I need it even makes sense. And yet I'm posting it on YouTube for the entire world to see. So, whatever. We'll see how it goes. That's what I love about this. Have I am very confident that no one is watching this. So basically, say what I want in the future. Who knows? I don't know. I wish I was big enough so that it would even be a problem, but most likely no one gives a care. Mm, no, I'm just okay, I'm trying to stop. But yeah, this intro is kind of long. I do admit. I should maybe add the hunting aspect at the end of it. I don't know. Anyways, after that long ass intro is done, I'm gonna add a button called skip with the skip intro basically. But I don't know. I think it's not that bad though. I think it's kind of cool, honestly. Now, of course, got the problem with this lag. This damn lag, bro. I don't think this is a problem with the game itself, honestly. I think it's my computer, bro. It takes effort just to run Minecraft on this. AMD less than the equivalent of i5 processor. Maybe it is my game though. No. But yeah, mechanics are still absolute garbage. Graphics, garbage. But I think one thing I did well was the intro movies, the sort of atmosphere theme of the game, and also the choice of music. I think I did a really good job. That Hiroyuki Sawano. By the way, if you don't know who Hiroyuki Sawano is, it's basically the guy who's behind the soundtrack of Attack on Titan. Anyone who's watched Attack on Titan knows that they have like, bro, that soundtrack is genius, bro. The anime wouldn't be the same without it. But this soundtrack, I have no idea who it is. I just found this random ass video on YouTube. You know when YouTube just recommends you this weird ass video made by a random ass person, but you're like, oh damn, that's actually quality. Anyways, the idea of what I'm trying to do basically is I want this sprinting mechanic to be similar to Sonic Frontiers, but with the sort of gameplay that's smooth. So that's gonna be the hunting. The hunting is gonna be like Sonic Frontiers, sort of forward movement towards the goal, which is the animal sort of runs away. The animals, so you as a player are fast, but the animal's faster than you. Second of all, basically like a sort of 3D version of Stardew Valley. I think one of the problems with Stardew Valley though is that there's no goal, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Because Stardew Valley is the kind of game where you want that serotonin boost. You know what I mean? You've been at work all day, or you're stressed about life. You're like, I need something that's just gonna calm down my amygdala. So you put on a video game. It's about taking care of berries or whatever. I don't know what Stardew Valley is about, but it's about taking care of plants and nice calming music. But then there are some games where you just put them on and it's like, yeah, after a long day of stressing out, I need to like release the stress. So you know what I mean? Anyone who's played competitive games, they know what I'm talking about. It's like, oh, after a long day of stressing out, you're sort of sitting down, but you're still sort of stressed out. So you need to like release that stress. Me personally, I do that with sports games. Sort of do that competitively. It sort of makes me rage. And at least the rage sort of gets put out somewhere. Like that's what I do when I play 2K or Madden or whatever. Sometimes UFC, but I know there's tons of people who do that with like Call of Duty, fucking. What do people even play? Valorant. I don't know. I don't really play FPS, but like Valorant. I guess CS:GO, Fortnite, maybe something like that. So the idea is that I want both. You know, it's one world. You do what you want. If you want to sit here and take care of your berries and plants and just listen to calm music, calm down your amygdala, you have the ability to calm down your amygdala. If you say, you know what, my amygdala is active, but I sort of need it to run out, and I sort of like I want more adrenaline, not less, then you're like, okay, let me go out, find an animal, bam, okay, start the hunt, zoom, 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 takes in my focus, that focus puts me in a flow state, that flow state sort of calms down all the back thoughts, negative emotions, whatever, and then bam. Now that's done, now you're like, okay, I'm high in adrenaline, whatever, I've sort of released that stress, let me go back to my little farm, back to my little home base, look at my plants, and since it's time based, the time that I'm using, because I'm going to be planting shit, it's going to take a while for it to grow. That way, you're not just waiting for it to grow. You plant it, you wait for it to grow, you go, you hunt, and then you come back and it's planted. Also, something you might not have noticed is the food bar starts off empty. That's the whole point I want. I don't want it to be a game where it's not like Minecraft where you start off, you're already full, or you play and then eventually get hungry. No, no. I want you to start off the game, you are starving, go. If you don't do this, you're gonna die. Maybe I'm being too intense about it, but nah, I think it makes sense, bro. Yeah, health rest. I could have called it stamina, but you know what? I think it makes sense to call it rest because technically that's what it is. You're not loading up stamina. You're loading up the amount of rest you had. Now I'm full of rest. Whatever. Then if I sprint, now my rest goes down. And if ever I sprint too much, now I need to increase my rest by waiting. By the way, it's exactly how real life works. And then health, of course. Something else I want to sort of relate to real life is that I don't want your health to increase every time you level up or whatever. What I actually want to happen is I want your health, your max health, to increase every time you take damage. Which is exactly like going to the gym. You take damage, your health goes down, and then your max health goes up. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I don't know. And then lastly, we have the food, which I could add elements of like vitamin A, B, C, D, E, K, but it seems like I'm adding a lot. But this is not adding much to the scope. I understand game dev. I understand that rest is just a simple function. Anytime you start sprint, the counter of the rest starts going down. You decrement the rest one by one until you hit zero, and then every time rest is below the maximum, slowly increase it if you're not sprinting. For the food, simple. You consume a food. Sorry, you consume food. Food bar goes up. But I feel like the concept of vitamins, that's a little bit too much. So I'm just gonna keep it simple. Health, rest, food, like I explained before. Those stats, I've already planned it out. I just gotta actually do it, but I'm kind of lazy. But I'm gonna do it at some point. So I understand kind of what I want the game to be. The only problem is number one, I don't know if anyone actually cares or gives a shit. Number two, is it possible? Look, the hell forest, I already explained that. But basically, it's two things, like I said: farming, hunting. The hunting is the hunting just by itself is simple. It's sort of already done in a way. I might just need to add like I'm probably gonna add a sort of like a sword or a weapon, and then just add a sort of animation which I can find. You can definitely find those animations online. Follow the tutorial. But the idea of there's a pig, the pig moves, it flees. I have it. It's just not finished. I have to polish it basically. First of all, the flea is not really working well. So I don't know. We'll see if I can figure out how to make the flea work, but because it's supposed to be whenever it sees it, it runs away. Anyways, so there's the idea of that. So number one, I need to figure out how to make that game loop of the pig running away, you chasing the pig. I need to figure out how to make it challenging. So I need to make the pig actually run away a little bit faster than the player, so that it's kind of a challenge and sort of focused, goal oriented. But most importantly, the fact that I don't have to actually explain to you in the games. It's like hunting. What is hunting? You know what hunting is? You chase the animal and you get it. Bam. It's like a game of tag. Anyone knows how to do that. So that's done, or at least the idea is done. The farming, I have tons of assets for the plants. The actual inventory system might be a little bit longer, but that's where C++ and everything comes in, I guess. Could do it in Blueprint, but I'm not sure that's really what I want to do. But otherwise, yeah, that's basically the goal. Create, a hunter-gatherer society, but with a satisfying game loop. You know what I mean? The idea is cool, but it doesn't. The idea is useless without the actual satisfying game loop. So to make the hunting satisfying, I really need to focus on the player control, make that control satisfying, make the pig running away challenging. But I think that gameplay of forward movement towards that sort of goal, I think that's very fun and very satisfying. I could be wrong, but just forward movement towards a specific, precise goal that is sort of moving and you have to chase it. I think that in a video game is very, very, very. I think it would be very fun. And I also don't know if it's really been done before. So that's what I'm gonna try doing. As for the farming, tons of video games have had farming before, so the farming is gonna be like a sort of side thing. But I also want the music to change specifically. So this music you hear right now, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but maybe. But this music that you hear right now, it's soft, it's calm, it's like Minecraft style music. But when you're hunting, it's gonna be like Attack on Titan style music. So, like I said, it's like, do you want that adrenaline boost or do you want that serotonin boost? It's your choice. You can sort of manipulate your own state of mind and emotions yourself and balance it out. If ever you realize I've been chasing too long, too much adrenaline, let me go back to serotonin. If you're in the serotonin phase, you're like, okay, this is getting boring, we'll go back to the adrenaline. Notice how I haven't mentioned dopamine at all, though. Well, it's simple. It's because the dopamine is different. The dopamine is going to be basically the loot drops being random from the hunting. And I think that's what's going to make the game look rewarding. Because or else, if I hunt, capture, bam, I win. Okay. What I need to do is I need to make it so that when you hunt the pig, you sort of get food. At the beginning, it's not that much. So you're still starving. So you're kind of playing to like not die at the beginning. And then eventually you sort of randomly get lots of food, small food, lots of food, small food. So it kind of feels like every single hunt is a new hunt instead of you just repeating the same tasks, if that makes sense. So that's where I get the dopamine boost from. And then we basically get our endorphin system hit from the actual music. So, me personally, I think that's an amazing idea for truly making this game satisfying. It's really going to be a question of execution at this point, though. That's why I have this YouTube channel. But yeah, to sum it up, we have the farming and the Minecraft stuff. No, okay. So to sum it up, we have the farming. The farming is really designed to give you a serotonin boost. The hunting is supposed to give you an adrenaline boost. The loot, the randomness of the spawning of the berries, the randomness of the spawning of the, sorry, the randomness of the loot drops from the animal. That's going to be dopamine. And then lastly, the music is going to be the endorphins. If I hit those four neurotransmitter systems, I'm pretty sure literally anyone would play the game, and that would be the definition of like satisfying. Because that's the thing. When I say satisfying, it's not about like making a game good. What is it good? No. It's about the emotion you feel first that needs to be satisfied. That needs to be relieved. That needs to be like, you know what I mean? So what does that mean? It means I feel stressed. I want to calm down. I feel bored. I want to feel blah. I feel repetitive, routine. So I want novelty. And then music is just music. Music is just rewarding in its own sense. Anyways, that's the plan. How I'm going to execute it. I mean, I basically explained it. So, the problem is it's so much easier to talk and think about ideas than actually do shit. So, I'm going to have to start doing shit. Probably going to have to organize them into a list. Let's say I were to do that, right? Organize that into a list. Oh, Jesus Christ, I have too many things. Can I like... Oh, Jesus Christ. No. Okay. So, to recap, endorphins are going to come from music, adrenaline is going to come from the fast-paced sprinting, serotonin, nature/farming, and the dopamine is going to come from the randomness / endless replayability. Basically, that's what we want. I hit those four things. Pretty sure this is going to be an amazing game. And this is just a demo that I'm creating, so if we break this down even further, that would probably just be, what would that be broken down to? This would be broken down to, let's see, satisfying player controller and challenging enemy system. Basically, how do I make this? Okay, well, that visual focus. How to make it visually satisfying. This is basically the blueprint. This is basically the plan that I'm going to be using to build this entire thing. So, yeah, and I'm just making this up on the spot. I sort of think about these ideas, but I didn't plan it beforehand either. But yeah, so the serotonin would be like visually satisfying. Maybe like, you know, sounds of water, birds, nature. And then this would be random drops and procedural generation. I'm not sure how easy that would be to make. Okay, Okay, not procedural generation of like the level. I'm not making a level. It's just the nature. So procedurally generated trees slash berries. Yeah. I'm just gonna save this. Oh wait. Oh, of course I forgot. Do I need to break that down? I don't think I need to, but I will. Piano. Synth. Strings. That was basically it, yeah. Piano, synth, strings. So we've got the endorphin system being hit, adrenaline, serotonin, and dopamine. So as long as we got all that, yeah, hit all that, I'm pretty sure we've got basically our game plan for the next forever. But yeah, can I just stop? Nah, close all this shit. I'm sorry. You know what I just realized? I think I'm only sharing. Oh god, I just realized I'm only sharing my. I just realized I'm only sharing my Unreal Engine window, which means you didn't see anything that I just wrote. You just heard me say it, but how do I change that? Studio YouTube sharing window. Okay, wait, let me just do something. Let me close this. This is embarrassing because usually if I'm making a YouTube video, I can sort of edit this part out. But I cannot edit this out because okay. Geez, this is embarrassing. But yeah, stop sharing. Share entire screen. Now you can see this is basically what I was writing down. So I was talking about the endorphin system being hit, adrenaline system being hit, serotonin system being hit, dopamine system being hit. So we got our endorphins from the music, the adrenaline from the fast-paced, serotonin from the nature, and farming. Make it visually satisfying, sounds of nature, piano, synth, strings, satisfying play control, enemy system. And lastly, the dopamine, which comes from the randomness, the endless replayability. Basically, it's about making it unexpected, if that makes sense. It's about surprises. This is just me being lazy, bro. I'm just making plans because I don't want to actually do anything. But because I don't know where to start. That's the problem. Okay. I could actually simple. I could just go look for sounds of nature. Don't make it too long. Find it in the loop. Make that audio cue play. Oh wait, that's an issue. I don't know if I can have multiple audio cues on the same level. That actually is a problem. The sound wave, sorry. I mean the sound cue, put it here. If I do this, does it just start? Oh, okay, that's not bad. That means I can have one sound cue for the music, the other one just for the audio. So I don't want my file to be too long. Let's see if I can just. I actually kind of like this. Actually, I don't know if it makes sense, but let's try it. So I'm just gonna put that in a YouTube to WAV converter. Is this legal? I hope it is. You know what? That's fair use. There we go. I'm gonna argue that in court if ever it gets to it. I'm looking for this. What is that website I use every single time? Oh, sorry, it's right here. There you go. I'm basically just picking off the easiest parts of these tasks. Because yeah, making it visually satisfying. That means I have to actually manipulate the models and the graphics. Not to mention make them actually like performant. Music means I'm gonna have to open up FL Studio and cook up for a little bit. I don't know how I'm supposed to change the player controller. The anime system is having bugs that I just cannot figure out. I can start with the loot dropping, but I'm gonna do this first. Why is this taking so long? 20 minutes? 20-minute videos? 28-minute videos? I guess that's kind of long. This maybe. Because I'm live streaming at the same time. Why is this taking forever? Oh, never mind. Go. I forgot how this works. Can I just drag it in? Is that simple? I feel like I remember it not being that simple. But that might have been because I was trying to record MP3. Okay, there we go. No. Sound wave, convert that into Q on the hunter map. Audio, music, nature stuff. Okay. Let's see how that sounds. Yo, actually, I actually think that was a good idea. Nature sound. That worked. I think in the video it took time. Yeah, no, I hear it. I hear it. Okay, we've got the. At least we've got the auditory atmosphere, which is just simpler to do, honestly, compared to the visual atmosphere. I need a better computer. But progress, slowly. I don't know. I've showed this game to plenty of my friends, and they all tell me the same thing. Like, bro, why is this guy moving so damn fast? But that's what I like about the game. It's the speed, bro. It's the speed. It's just like, I don't know. I think the problem isn't actually that he's going too fast. I think the problem is that the animation doesn't keep up with how fast he's moving. I don't know how hard it would be to manipulate that animation. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I've been live. 36 minutes already. How about I quit? This is actually more fun than I thought, to be honest. Anyways. Save this. Control Shift S. I was gonna say, bro, if you start crashing on me now, do I have any viewers? Can I even check? Can I even check? Why am I not able to check? I really can't even check how many viewers I have. That's great. Am I public? Wouldn't that be funny if I did all this and I was even public? I am so confused by how this thing even works. Where do I check? Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Basically the only one here. Which of course means I'm talking to myself, which is what every YouTuber does, I guess. Which makes things so fucking awkward. Yeah, it makes things very awkward, but kind of keeps my attention span in a way. I don't know. But I think I've done. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do any more, honestly. Cause I mean, I've sort of planned out what I think is gonna make the game good, what I think is gonna make it satisfying. Yeah, I narrowed down the focus. So basically, I think this sums up to just music, game loop, graphics, and the programming. Probably the four things I'm gonna have to focus on. So music, game loop, graphics, and the programming. Music, game loop, graphics, programming. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I can focus on that. It shouldn't take too long. Probably have like one video focused on each aspect. Maybe have one video focused on fixing the player controller, one video on the pig movement AI, farming, making the graphics actually manageable, and then getting the whole randomness thing working. I actually think the programming is going to be the easiest part, to be honest. Well, it depends on how many bugs I got along the way, but I can already figure out the logic, kind of. It's literally just, okay, create a static mesh of that little loop drop item, icon, whatever. And then when you pick it up, you just add a random amount to the player's inventory, but actually getting the player's inventory system, that might be a little bit harder. No, I'm not going to make any inventory system. I'm just going to make it so that the food bar increases, so I'm going to have to at least create a stat for the player. Yeah. So yeah, if I remove this, music, fast-paced game loop. I'm trying to learn how to get better at keyboard shortcuts. There you go. Yep. Those are basically the four things we need to focus on. Music, game loop, level design, programming. If I'm able to get those four things really properly, like I have some good quality music that is just like instantly gets you. So that you literally just enjoy the music. The music gets stuck in your head. Then the game loop slaps fine. You just play the game. It's fun. It's satisfying to play. Level design, make it sort of low stress, and then the programming allows you to, I don't know, make it replayable. Music grabs your attention, I guess. Game loop lets you, it puts you in a flow state. Level design makes that flow state stress relieving, and it makes that flow state remove your negative emotions. And then the programming makes it so that you want to come back. Yeah, that's the plan. Which sounds simple on paper. It's going to take me a couple months. So, probably going to keep breaking it down off camera into little small tasks, and then, yeah, we'll get to it. Anyways, thank you to nobody except myself, because I know no one's watching this, but whatever. This was a good little test practice. Anyways, whatever. Well, what am I